The Los Angeles County wildfires killed at least 29 people and destroyed more than, listen to this number, 16,000 homes and other structures. TV host, actor, and producer, that's Melissa Rivers, is among those who lost everything. Though she was able to take a few sentimental items, she says, when she had to run for her life, really. Rivers is also board co-chair of Dee Hirsch. It's a nonprofit providing mental health resources to the wildfire victims. First on CBS Mornings, we're happy to say that Melissa Rivers joins us now, along with Dee Hirsch CEO. This is Lynn Morris. Welcome, girls. Thank you so much for coming. Melissa, I'm going to start with you because we've all seen the pictures.
Yeah.
And so many people say, yeah, but you have your life, and that is the most important thing. I get
that is number one.
We all agree on that. But I don't think you can underestimate the trauma of what it's like to lose everything.
It is incredibly surreal.
Yes.
And it's one of those things that I still don't have my head around it. Mm-hmm. And what's happened for me is it's very interesting how it's working in my head.
How so?
Well, sadly, this is the third time something like this has happened to me in my life, where I've gone to sleep with my life one way and woken up with another. I had my dad, who died by suicide. I had my mom, which we all know, and now this. And what's the process is this time, I've kind of skipped grief and gone directly to anger.
What are you angry about specifically?
Everything.
Everything, yeah.
Everything. And it's not a specific anger. It's just this rage of what happened.
But you've lived in California practice since you were a little girl.
Yes.
So I would imagine this was not your first evacuation. So did you think this is the big one, or did you think we'll be back and we'll be fine?
And especially where I was in the Palisades, I thought we'll be back. I mean, you really do not process, and we could see flames, but you're like, oh, it's never going to get to us. So we're watching the news, and we are watching our neighbors' house burn on our block. So it's very surreal. And I think it's just starting to hit me that this really happened.
Yeah. I think that's what I'm finding with a lot of people. They see it with their own eyes, and they still can't believe it. Lynn, I want to talk to you about the work that the Dee Hirsch Foundation, you're a nonprofit, and you work with people who are going through trauma. What are people saying that they need most from you and your services at this time?
So right now, what people are saying they need most is emotional and mental health support.
Yeah.
The demand for mental health services is going to be long-term, and it's going to be happening for a very long time for people dealing with this grief and loss and trauma. So we want to make sure people know that they have support with Dee Hirsch. We have several resources that can be really impactful and helpful for people right now. We have our 988 crisis line, which is 24/7 and helps people in emotional
Okay, we'll put that up on our website. The other thing that you do that I think is important is that you're helping first responders, because I think sometimes people forget the helpers need helpers.
Absolutely.
What are they saying to you?
Yeah, so what we're hearing from them is that they have seen a tremendous amount of trauma and have been in the thick of it. So Dee Hirsch is
and some of them have lost their own places too.
Exactly. They're going through it. So although they're heroes and we're very happy to have them helping everyone, they're also human beings and they need help too.
And we never lose sight of the human beings part.
And
Absolutely.
I am so proud in this moment, even with all the outside noise in my life, to be the co-chair. Yeah. We have had immediate boots on the ground. We were in the shelters. We were in all the Ys.
Yeah.
We had people there. We were dealing with the first responders immediately. We were offering free counseling.
Yeah.
And most importantly, we also we also have Teen Line. And that has been incredible. People think their kids are like, okay, and they're like, oh, I'm fine.
Yeah.
They're not.
We're not fine.
No,
Yes.
Our Teen Lane, which is peer-to-peer, has been alarmingly busy.
But we all know, we all remember your mom in this moment. I can't tell you how much you look like her as I'm talking to you right now. But your family has a motto from Winston Churchill. What is that motto?
And my dad actually brought it to our family, which is, and I know I'm screwing it up, but it's basically, when you find yourself in hell, keep going.
Keep going.
And that's how I've gotten through everything.
Yeah, keep going. That's what a lot of people are doing. Keep going.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for the work you do. Melissa, thank you.
Thank you.
For getting up and coming to see it this morning.
Thank
we really
you,
appreciate that. If you or a loved one need help, and you know immediate help, there are a lot of people like that, you can call or text 988 to reach the Suicide and Crisis Lifeline, or you can visit deedehirsch.org.